Os. Ohayou gozaimasu. Sensei Craig here on the Samurai Virtual Dojo. Welcome back to your next lesson in this introductory series to traditional Japanese karate, in particular the style of Shitoryu karate. In today's session, we're going to be using Zenkutsudachi, our basic forward stance that we learned in a previous lesson, and we're going to be learning today about the basics of movement, stepping. This is a really important fundamental lesson in your karate development. So watch, follow along, most importantly, enjoy. Okay, so when we move or step, we need to take into account where our balance is, where our center of gravity is. As a fighter, as a karateka, we never move, or we try to never move while we're off balance. We also need to understand the basics of weight distribution. So for example, if I'm moving forward, I need to position my weight over my front foot, releasing the weight on my back foot so I can move. Conversely, when I move backwards, I need to shift the weight off my front foot because that's the one that needs to move. It's no good trying to move when 50% of your weight is on one leg. I'll give you an example of that. So if I have 50% of my weight on my front leg and 50% of my weight on my back leg, and I don't do anything about that, and I try to move, let's say, back. Okay, the only way I can do that, if I don't transfer my weight off that leg, is to push with it like that. And sometimes when we watch beginner students moving and not able or understanding this concept, that's why we see this launching, vaulting movement like this, which we obviously don't want. So the key is to shift the weight back. However, we don't want to push the weight back like this. So what we call breaking or bending that support leg is really important. And that's what this little lesson is about today. Breaking the weight. Think about it like a wave breaking on a rock. So from this position here, I push back with the ball of the foot this way. My bum goes back. Think of it like a very long cat stance. I push back here and get the majority of my weight over this bent back leg. Now from this position, I use my, in this instance, left hip to pull this leg back and step back. And that's all there is to it. I wish. Technically, that's all there is to it. Obviously, we're going to need to do a lot of practice so that this becomes comfortable. All right, I'll show you that facing the front. Okay, so here's my set position. See how that works? Pushing with the ball of my front foot, transfer my weight to the back foot. Now, I can just smoothly bring this foot through. Don't forget to bend your knee on the other leg when you step back. So that's what it looks like from the front. Okay, why did I go with stepping backwards first? That's just me. I'll tell you why. It's more difficult. I figure if I teach you the more difficult one first, and you get that, then I teach you the easier ones. Well, to me, psychologically, it's even easier. So let's have a look at the forward one now, which I believe is a little easier. So from this position here, even though our weight is 50-50, fantastic thing about going forward is this knee's already bent. We just need to get more weight on it. So in other words, we need to transfer the weight off this leg. So yes, our knee will bend a little bit more, and again, it's all about that action there. Don't lean forward though. We don't want to step like that. So from this position here, the pelvis, the core is, as always, really crucial. So tuck here. Now from this position, I want you to push with your back foot. Now, later on we'll learn how to do things like one leg punch in this position. My favourite technique. From here though, we're just going to push through here. As you can see, I've got my weight over this leg now, and this leg is now dragging. I can now quite easily move that leg forward and this way. Oizaki. Step over or lunging punch. Okay, let's look at that again. So from this position, tuck. Good. Excellent. Now, keeping that tuck, push through. Push. Good. We've broken the weight. It's now over this support leg, which for me is my left currently. This leg is just sort of hanging in the balance, just touching down. Now from here, I just move my hip and let that leg come through naturally. Change hands at the end, or punch, or uke, or whatever it is you want to do. Let me show you that facing this way. So, from this position here, tuck, and I push forward. See how my weight transfers over that? It transfers from the center of my stance over that support leg. This leg now, this leg now comes through, like so. Very good. So let's have a look at forward, then back. So from this position here, we go forward. I'm left leg forward. So here we go. Tuck. Push forward. Glide forward. Change hands. Weight is hopefully centralized. Now, let's go back. Push back. Glide back. Weight in the center. Excellent. I'd love for you to do this 20, 30, 50 times on this side of the body, stepping forwards and backs with your right leg, and then we'll do the other side. So, here I go. Here we go. Forward. Good. And change hands. Remember separation. Break the weight back. Back, bend that knee. And back. Excellent. Complete that as many times as you like. Try not to speed up too quickly though. But after about 20 or 30, you might be pushing forward and stepping a little bit quicker, more smoothly. Excellent. Time for right leg forward, left leg stepping forward and back. So, weight in the center, hands up, pelvis tucked, push forward, step through, change hands, push back, step through, bend that knee, and back. Push, push forward, step through, push back, step through. Fantastic. Whoa, 20, 30, 40, 50 times. Excellent. So in that exercise, we're transferring weight, we're stepping. We're stepping over, and hand action, we're thrusting at the end there. If you like, try stepping. When you've completed the step, punch. So, break the weight, step forward, punch. Now watch this. Break the weight back, step back, block. Punch. or you could do Agyuke, Soto Chudan, whatever you like. Well done. Thank you once again for joining me, Sensei Craig, in the Samurai Virtual Dojo. In today's lesson, we've learnt about the basics of stepping through movement. In the next couple of classes, we'll start to explore sliding and angular movement, but for now, practice those movements we've done today, and don't forget to revisit earlier sessions and be working on your punching, all of your uke movements, your zenkutsudachi, etc., haikodachi, and don't forget about your core. For now, this is Sensei Craig saying sayonara, see you next time.
Os.